Yep. Do I like the Rams, Jason Peterson? I do like the Rams. I like them with the points. I don't feel positive that they're going to get the win today, but I really like them with the points. And I know that is rare that you're going to take a team for only 3 points and not love that money line. I don't mind a money line. I'd sprinkle a money line, but this is a spot where I think it is going to be a close game, and I really prefer taking the points here. Shout out to everyone joining now. We got a free play up already. Free play in the Telegram. That's in my links. Full card on Sobet in my links. If you're on the Twitter stream, YouTube stream, etc., we're scrolling through Profit X here, looking at some of the plays we're going to lock in. You got questions? Let me know your questions. I will answer your questions. We will lock in. We are about to do damage to Vegas today, and I need you to lock in, fiends. Lock in. We're already through 14 weeks of the NFL season. All we got is 4 more regular season weeks, and then the playoffs. It's like we don't get that many opportunities. When the playoffs begin, all we have left is what? 6, 13 more games. So we really only have basically 5 weeks full of NFL plays. We got to take advantage. We got to stack as much cash as possible in these. We take it, we roll it over into NBA, March Madness, college basketball. We got plays every single day on SoBet. You know that. You know that. Tennessee Chattanooga at a cheap price is the play. Not bad. DK got both QBs throw 15 plus yards each quarter at minus 130. Not a lock. Not a lock. I hear what you're saying. I prefer 500 total yards between the two. I think that covers your expectation for them to be able to produce in the passing game. It allows for both quarterbacks to be able to, it's the combination of both quarterbacks' totals, and it also gives room for one guy to step up and the other guy to back down. So it is a much higher value. And you're getting that at minus 134 as opposed to about minus 110 on ProfitX. That's one of my plays. I tweeted it already. It's up on SoBet. I'll share that for free. We like both QBs to combine for 500 plus. What about hockey, says Solo? I'm not a big hockey guy. If you're on SoBet, it's in my links if you want to get on there. If you're on SoBet, you can filter by sport, you can filter by capper, you can filter by all that. So you'll see the hockey guys, the hockey cappers posting their plays every single day. So let's get into it. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you have questions. I'll get into them on the TikTok, on the Twitter, on the YouTube, all this. We're going to sort through these and we're going to get into the board today. So I like the Rams. I like the Rams. Tatum's out, says Big Lebowski. Yes. Yes. Just got word of Tatum being out. That's correct. Um, oh yeah, I gotta update that. Yeah. So Tatum's out. We can leave that alone. Cunningham under rebounds. That's fine. That's fine. We'll get into more NBA. Focus on NFL plays right now. But yeah, we'll get into more NBA. We can talk about that a little bit. I'll share this as well. I've got the Rude Bet Sim right now. I got the Rude Bet Sim tool up here. Um, we'll get into that a little bit. Can do some NBA projections as well. But anyway, agree with Rams plus 3. Yeah, we like Rams plus 3. The read on this, listen, I understand it's going to be public on the Rams. The Rams just came off a massive performance against the Bills. They put up 44 points. That's what Stafford looks like with his healthy receivers. The 49ers, on the other hand, just got destroyed by the Bills, right? That was only 2 weeks ago. Now they just had a very good line. They just had a very good game against the Bears. The Bears have been trending terribly downward. So how much stock are we really going to put into smashing a Bears team? Purdy looked good. Absolutely. He did look good. Defense looked good. But, this is a team that's an absolute mess. It was their first game with the interim head coach. They didn't get a boost. They looked like a mess. So I don't know how much we can read into that. I'm not saying because the Rams beat the 49ers and because the Rams did so much better against the Bills than the 49ers did that the Rams are a sure thing. They're away this game. They won at home. They won on a comeback at the end that needed a couple big breaks for it to happen. So it's not a guaranteed win or anything like that. But frankly speaking, the Niners have consistently looked bad. They've had a couple spots where they've been fine, but consistently looked bad. Last 4, 5, 6 weeks. The Rams have not. Even in their losses, they've looked fine. The Rams consistently are looking like a better team. I think this is going to be back and forth. I think this is going to be a back and forth game. So I like taking the team with the points. The money's trending in on the Rams, so you're not getting quite as good value, but we got it at minus 110 on ProfitX, which is great value. 49ers money line on the first half. It's kind of a crapshoot. First half bets aren't great, especially on the money line. Like you might get an even amount of possessions, but you very well could not. Um, I don't really think there's much value in that. I wouldn't take a team money line in the first half that I wouldn't take money line in the full game. And I would definitely not take the opposing team money line in the first half while taking their opponent +3. Travis, appreciate the follow. We get to 100 fouls. I share another free play. Run those numbers up. What do you think about 49ers? Yeah. Appreciate those. Someone saying Yap Central on a live stream for me to talk about the games. You think, oh, this guy on the talk show is talking too much on the show about talking. Oh, really? Would you rather this damn near radio be mute? Because this is not a visual performance. If you're on the Twitter, you might see a little screen. You might enjoy it a little bit more. This is not a visual performance. Oh, sorry, the guy who's talking is talking so much. Sorry, the radio show so loud. Any cut props? You might get a little bit more value on. Hell yeah, Travis. Love to see that. Love to see that. If you want all the plays every single day, you know what to do. They are on SoBet. If you shoot me a DM on Instagram right now, I'll tell you this right now. We'll get into this in a second, but if you shoot me a DM on Instagram, it's Pick'empedia on Instagram. You shoot me a DM right now, I will slide you the discount link to get on SoBet, get all my plays every single day. Just shoot me a DM right now, and I'll send it through immediately. Over under, I lean over. I'm not taking it as of now. If I were to take it, I would take the over. I like Rams +3. Yeah, that's my play, Rams +3. But the reason I don't love the over in this game, I mean, I lean over, but the reason I don't like it enough to make it an official play is because, familiarity usually leans toward defensive success. I think that the 49ers have struggled a lot offensively, and they're being overvalued coming off a big performance against the Bears. Obviously, the Rams just put up 44 points against the Bills. We don't expect that. We don't expect their defense to get shredded the way they did, their offense to perform at that level. Like, obviously, that says something, that game, but not a ton. So if you're going off of the last week, obviously both teams put up huge numbers. But yeah, I just think that you're leaning under 50, not confident. Yeah, 48.5, I would take the over. 50, 48.5, I would take the over. But again, I'm not taking under 50. If I had to take one, I would probably still go over. 50 is just a bad. Let me put it this way. If I had to take a play on the over under, I would buy a point and I would take the over 49. I don't think there's a ton of value in doing that. That's why I'm leaving it alone. I'm on the Rams +3. I'm on the Rams +3. We're talking player props. I really like this is kind of a specialty prop here. I'll pull this up. I got the Profit X stream up here. Pull this up right here. This is probably the best value play that I've seen. Is the combination. It's the combination of the both passers right here. Stoke Boys aerial attack. Stafford and Purdy to combine for 500 plus passing yards. You look at this. It slid to -144. I got it at -134. The beautiful thing about Profit X is you can offer whatever line you want. You have to get a taker, but I could offer this at -132. I'm not logged in right now because I don't want you guys to see my account. But for instance, you want this at -132. You can put $200 of liquidity at -132. Obviously, I can't because I'm not logged in, but you can do that. This is one of the coolest things, and you should pay close attention. If you're on the Twitter stream or the YouTube stream, it's Pick'empedia. If you want to hop in there, you can see my screen. One of the things about Profit X is you can share a play at whatever value you want. Now, if I wanted this play, and obviously someone can get it at -144, they're going to take the -144 over the -186 over the -250. This is just a result of people offering crazy lines. So in here, for -250 to be available, it means that someone here put in +250 on the other side. Probably not going to get someone to take action on that. But if you're around the line, like I said, I got it at -134. You could probably get this at -132, and that's incredible value. The other thing you can do is offer ridiculous lines, and sometimes you get it. -120 on this. Sometimes you get it. If you're doing live action, you're way more likely to get a quick bite because people can't evaluate on different markets and see what the price should be. So, yeah, I got the Rams at +3 at -110 here. It's -122 on DK. You have to see how much that's going to add up. See, right now, -2.5 is this. It's -114 now. But again, I could just offer -110 and see if I still get takers. That's what I did earlier. I got about $300 on that. So that's one of the beautiful things about Profit X. And then just generally the lines that are already available, meaning people have put up that liquidity, that those lines are way better than you're getting on DraftKings or FanDuel or anything like that. And the reason for that is because it's peer-to-peer. I talk about it a lot. We don't need to get into it too much. We'll answer these questions about specific plays, but I just want to show you guys that because it's one of the best tools in sports betting right now. It's one of the best things available. I couldn't recommend it enough. If you're on Twitter, it's in the replies. If you're on YouTube, it's in the links to like all my videos. You're on TikTok, it's in my links. 49%, I don't like it. Williams and Kittle, ATD. I don't like Kittle at anytime touchdown right now. Kittle's been a fade most of this year. You could probably get, let me check that actually. Let me see what a no Kittle touchdown would be right now. You can get minus 170 on the no Kittle touchdown. It's a little juicy. I would maybe offer minus 150. See if you can get some value on that. But yeah, I don't like Kittle to score a touchdown today. I don't think minus 170 is worth it. Maybe minus 160 or 150 would be. Yeah. Kittle's been a fade. I've only taken one Kittle prop this year, and it was his under receiving yards against the Bills, and that smacked. He caught a pass on like their first play from scrimmage, and then never again. Riz missed for plus 800. All right, Steve Clark, appreciate the files. Run those files up. We'll get into more free plays, more files, more free plays. If you shoot me a DM on Instagram right now, it's Pickopedia. If you shoot me a DM on Instagram right now, I'll slide you the discount link to get all my plays on SoBet every single day. Every single day. Start Cooper, Aaron Jones. I would go Cooper. Jennings and Stafford over yards. Yeah, I like the Stafford Purdy one. Rick likes the money line for Rams. Psychic said Rams plus 2.5. Listen, if you want to ride with the Psychics, Rams minus 3.5. What value are you getting on Rams minus 3.5? And then we're going to look at a few more props here. I know we've been spending a lot of time on this, but we're going to get into a few more props. If you got specific questions, we can talk about it. Yeah, extra juice for sure. I'm not seeing this. You could get Rams minus 6 at plus 300. That's not bad value. I actually might have to sprinkle that a little bit. Plus 300 for the Rams minus 6. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit. I gotta. It's a rain game, so Kyren over. Yeah, I still think both of these guys pass the ball, at least Stafford passes the ball well in the rain. I actually like the under. Yeah, obviously I like Rams. Yeah, Rams plus 3 is the play that I put out today. Rams plus 3. I think that's the best value play. Plus 3.5 is tempting for sure. You're getting plus 196 for minus 3.5 Rams. Yeah, that sounds about right. McBride or Jennings, lean McBride. Yeah, so I don't like Kyren over. I don't like Kyren over mainly because I think that McVay is going to try to adjust things. He's going to try to prepare for Shanahan and mix things up a little bit. So I think that might be more creative carries, not necessarily going to Kyren as much, going to Corum, going to Nakua on the end around, that sort of thing. I think they're going to mix that up a little bit. And I also think that the Niners pass rush hasn't been what it's been in the past. Their run defense has been okay. Bosa will be playing, but he's not 100%. He's definitely not 100%. So we can't expect like an elite performance from Bosa, I don't think. So I think that'll lean toward the passing game. 5 touchdowns the last 2. Yeah, but that's a small sample size. And that's kind of where I'm saying, like, I think they're going to prepare for Kyren more, and McVay's going to try to stay one step ahead and get away from him a little bit. So I see his carries being lower. That's my read. I like the under 72.5 at minus 111. Money line, like I said, I got Rams plus 3. So obviously I'm not taking San Francisco money line. I sprinkled the Rams money line, but the majority of my money is on Rams plus 3. That's where I think the bulk of the value lies tonight. Why am I leaning Rams? Yeah, so I don't think that we can read as much into the way that I said under rush yards. Under rush yards. I don't have an over under on the game, but I said I would lean toward the over ever so slightly, but I'm not taking it. So yeah, the reason that I like Rams in this spot is based on the way both teams have been playing lately. I think there's a lot of recency bias toward the 49ers after their game against the Bears. There is recency bias for the Rams after a big game against the Bills. But I think some of that's relevant. I don't expect I'll answer that in a second, Romero. I don't expect them to be put up 44 points again or be as good as they were against the Bills. That was one of their best offensive performances. It was their best offensive performance for the year. But I do think that that's real. They got healthy. Their targets are healthy. They're used to each other. Stafford's throwing the ball really well. He had time in the pocket. The 49ers pass rush with an injured Bosa is not that great. So I think he'll still have time in the pocket. Nacua and Kupp are playing great together. So I think that there's something to be said about the recent performance against the Bills. On the 49ers side, I see that as an outlier. They played against the Bears. The Bears were a mess. The Bears were all over the place. They looked good, but they've looked good against some bad teams a few times this year. There's no McCaffrey, right? They've been hurt all year because of no McCaffrey. They've been hurt all year because of no Ayuk. They're not the offense that you're used to being. And I think people saw, oh, well, that offense against the Bears looked like classic 49ers. That was more on the Bears than it was on the Niners. And obviously, it's a snow game. It's crazy circumstances, all that. McCaffrey gets hurt mid-game. We're not going to put a ton of value in the way that they got destroyed by the Bills, and then the Bills lost to the Rams. But it's not nothing. It's not nothing. So those are some of the factors I'm looking at. I think the Rams are trending up. The Rams are not a bad team. They started out 1-4. They won, and then I think they lost 4 in a row. And these were 4 close games. They didn't look terrible during that. They were dealing with injuries. They looked, is their season over? And they do what they've done several times, bounce back from injuries and go on a heater. They have very good coaching. They have a very strong offense. Um, there's no reason not to think that they should continue to perform well offensively. We're on total opposite sides. I mean, yeah. What do you mean by total opposite sides? There's really 2 sides to this game. So for the person saying you're new to sports betting, number 1, hop on my SoBet. That's where I share all my information, everything. It's in my links. Shoot me a DM on Instagram if you want more information. That's the first thing. But to answer your question, Rams +3 means you add 3 points to the final score. You add 3 points to the Rams' final score, and that's your result. So if the Rams lost by 2, then you add 3 to the Rams and they would actually win. If they lost by 3, it would be a tie, which is called a push in sports betting, meaning you get your money back. It's like you never made the bet. If they lose by 4 or more, you lose the bet. So if the Rams win or lose by less than 3, you win. And if the Rams lose by 3, you push. And if the Rams lose by more than 3, you lose. -3 is obviously the opposite of that, right? That's the Niners need to win by more than 3 for you to win. Yeah, I mean, I don't think people are really as set as that. I think the public money leans Rams a little bit. It's not a drastic public side, so I don't think there's anything to worry about in terms of it, like fade the public value or it needing to be one way or the other. It's not really drastic. You can get over 48 in this game at -109. That's definitely tempting. It's definitely tempting. Like I said, I think at 50, I didn't like it. At 48, -109 is not bad. The rain is a concern because I lean on both these players passing the ball well to get that. Probably still staying away, but it's interesting. Pick a Tyler, appreciate the file. If you're 50-50 on the money line pick, then take the team that's plus money. That's my thoughts. I mean, if you're 50-50, stay away, honestly. But if you think it's a 50% chance and you're getting paid plus 138, custom, you're on the under. I'm not on the under or the over. I've thought about it, but I'm on neither, at least as of now. I wouldn't be surprised to see an interception or two. I think that's one of the things that scares me from the over. And that's why I prefer both quarterbacks to combine for 500 plus. I prefer that over the under. So real quick, we'll answer some more questions. We'll get into more of these props. We're going to start looking ahead to this week in the NFL as well. But I post a full slate of plays every single day on SoBet, right? It's an app or a website if you want. It's in my links if you want to get on there. I post a full slate of plays every day. Here are my picks. Here's my reasoning. Here's the line we got, the value we got, the units that we're risking. I share all that information. I share the book that we got that line on. All that information goes up for NBA, NFL, college sports every single day. We do college basketball, college football. We do NBA, we do NFL, we'll do MLB when it comes around again. MLB, we absolutely crush. Anime says SoBet's worth every penny. Appreciate that. And there's also all the other sports. So when you're on SoBet, costs $15 a month. If you're on SoBet, you get access not just to me, you get access to a full feed. You can filter by sport, you can filter by capper. None of that's an additional cost. So you can just go through and see everybody that's on there, what they're posting, what they're looking at. You could go, all right, who's got soccer? Who's got tennis? Who's got golf? Who's got hockey? Stuff that I don't personally cover. You can see that all on SoBet for no additional cost. If you want to get on SoBet, it's in my links. Really encourage you to go join it. You can also shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll slide you the discount link right now and get you on there. Very simple. Just shoot me a DM on Instagram. It's Pick'emPetey, or check my links here. I also have some other stuff in there. I got free bonus bets. I got a free Telegram where I share a free play every day. I got my Twitter. I got all my socials, all that stuff. All we do is talk sports betting. That's a fact, Anime, and I did it today. I put out the VIP today. All we do on all these stuff is we talk sports betting. We talk about how to understand sports betting, how it works from an industry perspective, how it works from an individual game perspective, what plays we like, what plays we don't, how to find value, and overall, how to make money doing this. I'm not talking about just picking a game right. I'm not talking about just getting an individual play right. I'm talking about understanding where to find value and where to hammer that value and multiply that. That's the name of the game. And the reason you see me harping on ProfitX all the time talking about this is because value is all that matters. If I can get a play at minus 110 instead of minus 122, that is more valuable than being 5% better is a better. If I'm getting minus 110 at 53% accuracy, I'm profitable. If I'm getting minus 122 at 59% accuracy, I'm profitable. That's a huge gap. That's 6 more games correct in a 100-game span. And the best bettors, I know this because I'm one of them, are in the mid-50s against the spread. Where on ProfitX is the first prop on SoBet? Jansen, I'm going to pull this up right now. You are talking about, so go to leagues, and then under leagues, we have NFL, and then we have Rams, San Francisco Niners. At the top, you see game lines, first half pass props, TD scores, reception yards. Sorry, I misspoke. Go to leagues, and then go to fun markets. Go to leagues, scroll down to fun markets. That's where you get some unique props. You'll see NFL, European League, NBA, NHL, et cetera, et cetera. You go to fun markets. There's 3 available in the fun markets. And you'll see the top one, aerial attack. A couple on TD bets for fun. Not for fun. I do it to make money. No, I do TD bets on occasion if there's value. First TD I don't do. First TDs are, you can have a reasoning behind it, but your reasoning isn't going to be really any different aside from anytime. You're just limiting the opportunity and increasing the profitability, and it doesn't really even out. No worries, Jansen. No worries. That's a good question. You're saying 3 to 4 plays or 3 to 4 touchdown scorers, Nick? I don't think that there's a ton of. I don't think 3 or 4 in a game is good. You have to think about it in the long term. If you're taking TD props, there's rarely going to be 3 or 4 scores that have good value on their lines. You have to think about these 3, 4 have better odds, have better value than the odds suggest, right? And therefore, it's a profitable play. And then you do that over the course of the game, the season. People are really focused on trying to make money today. Think of sports betting as an ongoing thing. If I go 10-1 today and 0-9 tomorrow, that's the same as going 5-5 today and 5-5 tomorrow, and so on and so forth for a week, a month, a year. So take plays that have value. If you continue to take plays that have value, you'll see your profit on that in the long run. So I would be surprised if you saw 3 or 4 touchdown props in a given game that have value. There's rarely even one. But when you see one, you take it, and in the long run, that'll yield a profit. If you wanted to hit in this individual game, obviously your odds are better taking 3 or 4 and doing that. But you're gonna have more days where you lose all of those and return less profit in the long run. Exactly, Lex. Exactly. Profit is profit. Hooked. We had a sweep on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday, Curry had 19 points. 19 points. We needed over 19 and a half. He had 19 points with 8 minutes left. And he went 8 straight minutes without scoring. Disgusting behavior. Disgusting behavior from Steph Curry. He should be in prison for that, frankly. But we came up one shy of the sweep yesterday, got the sweep on Tuesday. And now Thursday night football, listen to me. I've been saying this. We own prime time football. The playlist is 19-7. 19-7. Nobody's doing that. Shut up. Nobody's doing that. 19-7. It's hard for me to even talk about the fact that I'm 19-7 because people think I'm lying. Of course they think I'm lying. Who's 19-7? If you're on the Twitter, the QR code is to get all my plays. The link I'm scrolling right now is that's Profit X. That's where I get the best lines. That's in the replies. Shoot me a DM if you want all my plays. Click that link, scan that QR code. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll send you the discount code right now. You guys know the deal. You guys know the deal. I'm gonna send a couple more of these discount codes out. So if you shoot me a DM on Instagram, I'll still get you. Anyway, moving on. Better props that we like for the rest of the day. The biggest thing, I've said this before, but the biggest thing, and this line has changed, you can submit whatever line you like. So I would submit this at a max of about 138. Um, I would submit this at a max of about 138. I got it at minus 134. But if you can get this over 500 collective passing yards from Stafford and Purdy at minus 138 or better, I love it. I would even go up to minus 140, to be totally honest. I know that's juicy, but this is such a good line. You're basically getting both of them collectively to hit their overs, but one can pick up the slack for the other. And when you think about the flow of a game, if one were to go under, it's probably as a result of them starting to run the ball more, maybe because they have a decent lead, and that means the other team's going to start slinging it. How do you get to that big lead? Probably by slinging it, especially when you think about both of these games, both these teams and their approach. Damn, Lex. Good for you. Louisiana stepping it up, getting that NIL money. So yeah, that's gonna be my favorite play. Now I'm gonna show you guys another prop here in a second. Obviously, we like Rams, Rams +3. What you're seeing right now, plus 136 on the money line. If you want to do like a half unit on the money line, and then you take him at -3. I know it's minus 114 now. We got it at minus 110. I would just on Profit X here. I would offer at minus 110. You will get a taker to do that. Minus 114 is fine. The -4 is really juicy. I wouldn't do that. I would do -4 at maybe like minus 130. Sorry, Rams +4. So I like him in the money line. I like him at +3. But the big play, the heavy play, I would go at +3. Then there's also Kyren under 72.5 at minus 110 is pretty good value. They're the same, Adil. I mean, Big Lebowski, it's because God hates you. VIP is my so bet plays. It's just an extension of those. It's like you want more so bet plays, get in the VIP. I do a lot of NBA props on there, a lot of NBA props, and I drop lines early on there. I drop links to bonuses. I do some same game parlays. I do a little bit some long shots mixed in there, but it's basically just it's VIP. It's exactly what you'd expect. But yeah, we've been solid on there. So yeah, we like the under 72.5 for Kyren. We like the collective over 500. That's by far the best play. We like the Rams +3. If we're looking at TD scorers, you know, Corum at +540 is a little bit tempting. You could get a little bit tempting. There's still some liquidity at +540, just because I think there's a possibility of them mixing it up a little bit. But I think that the mixing up the run game, getting away from Kyren a little bit to throw the Niners for a loop, I think that ends up getting Nacua the ball in a run situation. They're not shy doing that. I like fading Kittle. I wish I could get a slightly better price than minus 170 to fade Kittle. Nacua at plus 124 is okay. You could probably get a slightly better line. Plus 130. Kupp at plus 142. Again, probably get a slightly better line. So Purdy at plus 410 to score a touchdown doesn't suck because they don't have McCaffrey. Now, McCaffrey would get those goal line scores. Purdy might get the goal line scores. Now, obviously, the odds of a goal line score aren't massive, but he runs the ball. Plus 410 on Purdy to score a touchdown is not crazy. Deebo Samuel at plus 144. It's interesting, to keep him happy. He might get fed a little bit more, opens up some opportunities, but I don't think he's playing great ball. He can complain all he wants. I don't think he's playing great ball, so I'm a little hesitant there. That's kind of the general thought on these plays. Like I said, if you want the full card, everything that I put out for today, all my plays, we got NBA props as well, full card up for that. That's on SoBet. It goes every day. That's a QR code if you're on the Twitter stream or Twitch, YouTube, anything like that. That's the QR code to get it. If you're on TikTok, shoot me a DM on Instagram or check my links and you can get on there. But yeah, we post a full card on SoBet every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Do you understand that? Every single day. There are 2 days during the All-Star break and a couple of those MLB All-Star break where there's nothing. I'll still drop a WNBA. We'll still drop a home. We hit on the home run derby this year. We hit on the All-Star game. Nobody's bringing it every single day like this. We're talking $15 a month. You shoot me a DM on Instagram to get on there. You scan that $15 a month for plays every single day. You understand what that means? Everyone talks. It's actually, it might as well be free. If you're betting more than $2 a play, which I assume 99% of you are, 99% of you are, this is what it comes down to. Do you like the plays in the analysis? If you like the plays in the analysis and you think you're going to win, which you will historically, it's worth it. That's correct. Be custom. But there's plays on my main SoBet every single day. If the plays are good, it's obviously worth it. If the plays are bad, it's not. I would have been back-to-back World Series futures, would have been back-to-back. We had the Rangers at plus 1,800, and then we go Yankees runner-up. Now we got an interesting MLB coming up. Obviously, the Juan Soto signing, then the Yankees signings. You got Garrett Crochet to the Red Sox. That's interesting. Is my name actually Pete? Yeah. Is that a crazy name? One of the most common names going. Favorite 2 NBA props? Well, I really like the Tatum over today, but he's out now. I think you go under on Messi. Under on Messi rebounds. That's not bad. That's sneaky. It's an awesome name. I agree. I would say it's one of the best names in sports betting social media right now. Pick 'em Petey. Come on. Come on. Who's doing that? That's why you know you're riding with one of the best. So you better see what happens today. See that I got the script today, and you better come right on SoBet after this. I post a play every single day. I post free plays every single day on like all my socials. Definitely TikTok and Twitter. YouTube most days. And then I post the full card on SoBet. Ready to pick 'em Petey and Swig. Score prediction 27-24 Rams. I could see 26-24 Niners as well. I could see a Rams missing a walk-off field goal. JP21, appreciate the follow. Yeah, so anyway. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at today. I'm not taking any anytime touchdown scores, but if I had to pick one, had to, I would take Purdy at plus 410. Purdy at plus 410 for maybe half unit. If I had to, again, not taking it, not recommending, just to answer the question for people who asked. Favorite play on the spread is Rams plus 3, and favorite play overall. I really can't emphasize this enough. My favorite play overall, which I got at minus 134, and you could still offer up at a better line, is Stafford and Purdy to combine for 500 plus. Love that. Messi under 9.5. 23-26 San Francisco. Mason Brown, what up? Not great value on that, Frankie. Not great value. So that's what we're looking at. We're live every single day. We got plays up on SoBet every single day. Kyren Williams under on ProfitX. Yes, sir. Stump on ProfitX. It's in my links. If you don't have it right now, it's in the reply to my Twitter stream. It's in my links everywhere. Yeah, if you don't have ProfitX, that's where to get it. If you want my plays, they're on SoBet. Everything's in my links. It blows my mind. No offense, but if the shoe fits, the people that ask me where do I get your plays? How can I get that? Or I'll say, hey, this line's minus 130 on ProfitX. It's minus 145 on DK. Should I still take it at minus 150 on FanDuel? What? Why? You can click a few extra buttons and get better value. If you're not doing that, you're not serious about making money. You're not serious about profiting. You just want to gamble, and that's fine. I know that's a lot of you. I know you're raging addicts. That's why I call you fiends. But I'm understanding. Hell yes, Dom. Hell yeah. Everyone get on ProfitX. It's in the links. Do that. if you're serious. If you're not serious, yeah, do your little parlays. Do your little, I got 18 legs. Oh, I lost by 2 legs. I almost won. How much money do you get for almost winning? What's the payout for missing by 2 legs? Okay, what's the payout for getting a bad beat? Don't be silly. If you're serious about this, you get on all the books, you get all the bonuses from all the books, you arbitrage them against each other, you take straight bets on ProfitX, you line shop for every single play. That's how you win. It's not rocket science. The reason the majority of people lose are two things. One, the lines are shitty. And two, no one has any bankroll management. It's not that everybody is under 50%. It's that if you're not doing ProfitX, you need to be at 53% to beat the juice. And two, you don't bet consistent unit sizes. You go bigger and bigger and bigger when you're winning, and then you eventually bust when you from just losing a couple. Or when you're down bad, you start throwing nukes around until you finally hit it. And then you're like, wow, I can make 500 in one play. I guess I should do that again. Then you lose. Bankroll management. Take your bankroll, divide it by 50, 2% of your bankroll. That's 1 unit. Every play is 1 to 5 units, maybe a half unit on a long shot. Simple, simple, simple. That's what I do. That's what I share. Every single play that I put on SoBet, I give you the play, I give you the line, I give you the value we got it on, I give you the reasoning behind it, and I give you the book that we got that line on. Yeah, most people don't have the discipline. I get it. And that's why the casinos make money. That's why you got to be on ProfitX and you got to have bankroll management and you got to be on SoBet and get my plays. That's the spiel. You guys get it. You're going to see tonight Rams +3, Purdy and Stafford for 500 plus collectively, and Kyren Williams under 72.5. That's the smaller of the 3 plays, but Rams +3 for 2 units. Rams +3 at -110, 2.2 to win 2 units, and Stafford and Purdy to combine for over 500 passing yards, -134. 2.68 units to win 2 units. Kyren, 1.11 units to win 1. Bankroll management is taking your full bankroll. There's the money that you've set aside for gambling. You don't need it for anything. It's not a significant amount of your net worth or anything. It's just money you've set aside. You're never going to touch it. That's your bankroll. Let's just say, for discussion's sake, it's $1,000. Divide that by 50, you get $20. $20 is your unit, 2% of your bankroll. So if I say it's a 1 unit play, you bet $20. If it's a 2 unit play, you bet $40. 5 unit play, you bet $100, and so on. At a weekly or monthly basis, you reevaluate. So say, in November on SoBet, we went up, I think, 26 units, right? So if you were doing that, you're up 26 units. That's $520. Now your bankroll is $1,520. Divide that by 50. Now, because it's 1,520, your new unit size is $30.40. You can round down to $30. Okay. Now your unit size is $30. Say we go up 5 units, you're up 150. Now it's $31.50. Now your unit size is $33. Say you lost $300. Now it's down to 30. Now your unit size is $15. You adjust on a monthly basis. You always have 50 units though, because if you're winning and your bankroll's growing, your unit's growing because it's a fraction of your bankroll. If you're losing and your bankroll's shrinking, you don't bust, you don't lose all your money. Your unit size just gets smaller because it's a fraction of your bankroll. This is how you establish discipline. This is how you weather the highs and lows, because no matter how good you are, it's inevitably going to happen. And this is how you track your success. And if you go back to back to back months and it's shrinking, your $20 unit is a $7 unit, you go, okay, I'm doing something wrong. I either need to quit, I need to start tailing someone new, I need to start doing different research, I need to change something. Okay. You understand? That's that. That's a lot better saying I need to adjust than being like, fuck it, I'm out of money again and again and again and again. If you're up big, you're like, all right, this is working. I'm going to stick with it. All right, 1,000 turned into 2,000, turned into 3,000, 4,000. And now your unit grows. So you earned the ability to have bigger units and take larger risks. That's what it's all about. Appreciate you guys. We're getting out of here. I said, check something real quick on my stream. We're getting out of here. Love all you except for the ones I hate. You know what to do. Check out my links. Shoot me a DM if you have questions on anything we talked about. If you want ProfitX, it's in my links. It's in the reply to my Twitter stream. And it's in my links everywhere. Just shoot me a DM if you have questions on anything. All the plays are up on SoBet daily. You get the idea. To have a big day today. Go Rams.